Welcome, Hornets, to this December 11th episode of SHS Today. Opening our show is a DEI Snapshot with Dr. Kerr on equity versus equality. Next up, Cody Stedman brings us a slice of news in a new business buzz. Finally, Jason Mergler gives us a glimpse of a new addition to the staff here at Saline. All this and more on this December 11th episode of SHS Today. Welcome to this episode of SHS Today. I'm Noah GreenLeaf.
And I'm Bouffard.
We've got a great show in store for you, so let's get right into it. December 18th is the Saline Yearbooks Club Photo Day. In partnership with Ginger Lehman Creative, students will go down to the gymnastics room and take their group photo during a specific hour of the day. You will receive dedicated passes for the clubs you are a part of. Make sure to keep your passes safe and bring them down with you. Please be sure to attend this event.
We always want to make sure to include everyone in the activities around our school, and being informed helps us to do that better.
Dr. Kerr educates us on the difference between equity and equality in this new Equity Snapshot.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kerr, DEI Specialist for Saline Area Schools, and this is Equity Snapshot. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the difference between equality and equity. In my own job title, the E stands for equity. So what exactly does that mean? Well, why don't we start by distinguishing between these two terms. You might think about equality as equal treatment for all people. Essentially, equality says that everyone should be treated the same and given the same advantages, regardless of their situation. It sounds pretty good, right? Equity, on the other hand, might be closer to the idea of giving everyone what they need, even if that isn't necessarily the same thing. I like to think of it this way. If I were a doctor and I had two patients, one with a headache and one with two broken arms and a bloody nose, and I gave them both aspirin, I would have treated them equally, but that aspirin really only benefits the patient with a headache. Essentially, I have treated them equally, but not equitably. When we view our work in schools through an equity lens, it means that we understand that not every student is the same, that they come to school with different backgrounds that affect and impact the way they learn and how they feel about school in general. We still believe that all students can be successful, but we also understand that individual differences affect the way we approach teaching and learning. Here in Saline, we are constantly working on ways that we can meet the individual needs of each student so that we can ensure all students are successful. If you ever want to talk more about equitable education, stop by my office on the 3rd floor. I'll look forward to seeing you. That's all for now. Thanks for listening. See you next time.
I didn't know that there was a difference between equity and equality.
Well, we should always strive to give people what they need instead of just giving everyone the same thing. And because everyone needs different things, there are many different classes people can take at Saline High School.
It's an exciting time for South and West Washtenaw Consortium. As the new year approaches, the SWWC applications for next school year opens this Friday, the 13th. If you are a rising junior or senior and interested in any of the career and technical education classes available, you can go to the SWWC website. Also, more information and to apply, scan the QR code on the screen. You can apply between December 13th and February 12th. Don't delay, apply today.
I've been wanting to try that new pizza place downtown. It opened a few weeks ago, and I heard their menu is really good.
Thankfully, we have an insider for this topic. Let's drop in on the new business buzz with Cody Stedman.
This new business opened on October 28th, but hasn't ceased to amaze its customers. Let's dive in to see this newly established pizza restaurant in this edition of Business Buzz. As downtown Saline draws visitors from all across the county, DropTop Pizza hopes to catch the wave of new customers. Joe Mano, the co-founder of DropTop Pizza, started managing pizza restaurants across Metro Detroit.
I'm Joe Mano, and I'm a pizzapreneur. Saline kind of chose us. Other than one competitor, we're really the only full-service restaurant.
This special kind of pizza starts out in a container, and toppings are added before putting it in the oven, where it's put under 500 degrees of heat. Then, it's taken out of the oven and prepped for customers.
And then everything we make is from scratch every single day, from the best ingredients that we can possibly get.
And with dishes varying from hot wings to chicken artichoke pesto, Mano hopes to keep quality the highest priority.
Nothing feels better than when you can go into a restaurant and sit down and really feel like the people who work there cared about you. And I think that'll show to a lot of the students and families in the area that we're something special and that we really care about the people who are coming through the door.
Along with partnerships like Blank Slate Creamery, DropTop hopes to bring additional interest to the city and help students like us have an enjoyable restaurant experience. Reporting from downtown Saline, I'm Cody Stedman, SHS Today.
I'm glad to see they're doing well with their opening in the last few weeks. I can't wait to stop in and check out their wide variety of foods and desserts, like that chicken artichoke pesto. The first SRT of the trimester is coming up. Make sure to communicate with your teachers before the session to ensure you are able to use this time efficiently.
This time can be used to get help on your studies, meet with the teachers, or spend extra time on your homework.
If you will be leaving your Hornet Time teacher's classroom, be sure to check in for attendance and get a pass before the session from the teacher you are meeting with.
There are many teachers you can meet with, but there's a new one that started this year, Mr. Sly.
Jason Mergler takes us on a ride through his career.
Most students don't return to their classroom once they graduate high school. But in the case of Justin Sly, that's exactly what he did.
When I took the class, it had quite a lasting impact on me. It affected my career choices, choice in college quite a bit. The instructor had a big impact on me. I knew that he was retiring and going to move on, and so I wanted to be able to continue his legacy.
Even though Mr. Sly had tried out the industry, he changed lanes and found his way back into the classroom.
There was a bit that I feel like I carried on from how he taught and his kind of method to the madness, if you will. Definitely trying to modernize it, bring things up to kind of a technology era. So there's a few things that we've changed and upgraded, but I would say he built a tremendous base to work off of.
He came from an industry that was very fast-paced and found his way back into a slower, more familiar environment. Mr. Sly's career may have changed courses, but his passion for his work has only increased, going to the classroom, to the industry, and back where his passion began, becoming a role model for all students who come through his class and passing the knowledge that he gained from his teacher back on to us. I'm Jason Mergler, back to you in the studio.
It's interesting how Mr. Sly's life has always had some aspect of automotive technology.
And how his career really came full circle, just like our show.
That's all the time we have this week. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'm Greg Bouffard.
And I'm Noah GreenLeaf. Be sure to follow @SleneVideo on Instagram and YouTube for show updates and behind-the-scenes content.
Tune in next week for our holiday-themed show, Nerd News, a highlight on the holiday parade, and a news segment, Book Nook.
Have a great week, Hornets!